broadcast. Yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
Okay. All right. So now we want to go over a few things, right? So XP and how it works with the beliefs, and also the sway thing, the sway move that I tried to do on the group thing. So I'm gonna open the book as well and make some research on my side.
Right.
Thank you, man. Good GMing. It was really cool.
Right. Well, I mean, my intention with that was really just to see, like, it was a little odd because I wanted to let you give us an expose, like what the hell does this thing really look like?
Do you get a feel of it? Do you get a better feel now of it? Do you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And feel like what's Jorn's day like? I want the slice of life kind of thing. And then
this is really one of his day. Like he's going to isn't this part?
Well, he might be frozen. He might come back. Sometimes this happens with G. He gets a little frozen. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. So,
okay.
So this is really a really good slice of life thing, because this is what he does, right? He goes to this party once a month, and then he lives in this small fiat. He's trying to do good on the streets of his neighborhood where he grew up, and then he's preaching on the corner. And every time he's trying to bring people in and trying to motivate people, and he's using that drug thing. And he's he has some for himself. He gives some to people, trying to hook them up and then bring them to the hole. Right, so there's a typical day in the slums for Jorn.
Right.
Gun blazing.
Now, advancement-wise, let's see. Page 272. It looks you've got your beliefs. That's what we're really kind of basing a lot of advancement or XP on.
272, you say?
I think 272 is the actual advancement.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm gonna reach there. But yeah, it's all about the belief.
Right.
So what did I do? So I tried to do the platform thing, but I didn't accomplish it. I just went towards it.
Right, and that's something. I mean, like we are in a weird situation because you've got these three beliefs. One is about Cadmus, who's not here, so we're not really testing that belief today.
Yeah, I could have changed it. But I say, what the heck? Let's work on 2. It's going to be hard enough,
Right.
It's been a while since we played, so I said,
Right. Well, so, but your first belief was your calling towards your faith is the only meaningful purpose you have in the world. That's your ethical standpoint.
Yeah.
So we have to decide, do you feel like it got challenged?
Yes, it got challenged often, and I got into trouble for it with the thugs.
Yeah.
So that would give 2 XP if I'm correct.
They would give you. Well, I believe the thing is because remember we talked with Anthony, it's cumulative. So belief got challenged, so you got 1 XP for it being challenged.
Yeah.
But then it got you into trouble. So you get another 2 XP for that. So you get 3. Remember we decided?
Oh yeah. Well, it's okay. Yeah, if you want to give 3 for that.
All right. And then
also, aside from belief, you gain 1 XP when your protagonist trigger a move to do something that benefits them and they fail. I didn't. Whenever you roll a miss and you were doing something that would help you, you get 1 on the spot.
I think you got 1 for the sway. It did not work so well for you.
Yeah, of course. But was it supposed to give me anything special? I was just about to save a guy's life. It doesn't give me anything. I mean, it's not like, for example, I want to get an information, but I fail.
I believe the way like PBTA works with all the games is like when you miss, you get a experience.
Okay. Well, perfect. So that would be 4,
right?
I guess.
And then well, let's look at belief number 2. The Veil is the ultimate preaching platform. You need to find out how to use it accordingly.
Yeah. This one, I just it got challenged.
It did get challenged. You did,
but nothing else.
Yeah, I would say that's 1. I mean, it didn't really get you into trouble, not that you know of, anyway.
Yeah.
Unless that little girl with the old man's face really meant something by that. Which we don't know yet.
So improvement. So I get 5. Right, 5 in.
Yeah, I guess so. You got the miss. So yeah, you can actually choose an improvement so that you can do that. I suppose at your leisure, like what you wanna mark as an improvement.
Advance a basic move. It's advance a basic move is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to advance a basic move? When you attempt something that benefits you and fail, it's right there. You're right. Mark each box per 1 XP. Oh, wait. Look on the sheet. Improvement. When you attempt something that benefits you and fail, or when you gain XP from belief, mark each box per 1 XP you accrue. When you fill all, erase them all and take an improvement. So to get +1 mad, it's only 1 XP. Oh no, it's an improvement.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, I see. I see. So get a new playbook move. It's 2 improvement.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Get a move from another playbook.
Right.
Wow, I can get a move from another playbook.
Yeah, but yeah,
Get
that
+1
costs
in my
3.
turn.
Yeah. So
I can change to a new playbook as well. So
right.
I mean, my character was a seeker, then he becomes something else.
Right, and that's something that would take
But
a long time. Like, you know, each once, you know, like that improvement section, you've got to mark those 5 XP boxes, and those 5 XP boxes become worth 1 improvement box. So it takes 5 XP to actually do +1 mat or something.
Yeah, but playbook, I can do it right now. I have enough XP. Because it's 1. It's only one bucks.
Where's that?
It's below improvement.
Oh, you know what? But that's after your 5th improvement. Like, in other words, you would have to.
It's after my. Oh, I see. I haven't read that. Oh, okay, I see. So I'm gonna take myself. I'm gonna give myself +1 peaceful.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because you like to do that.
Yeah, because I've been peaceful a long time and I want to be more peaceful. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So good. Thank you very much. So that was easy. It's easy for the XP in this game. Now let's go for the sway thing, because I think I remember something about the GM can say you have an advantage or a disadvantage or like that.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Huh. Let me go do the search through the damn PDF thing and see what I can find here. This is
yeah, but it's good stuff, because talking to a crowd, I mean, it's a common thing you do in a game. It's kind of important.
Right.
Player moves, player type or degrees of moves. Maybe 294. Maybe types or degrees of moves.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see that their examples are all like single person. And types or degree of moves. Yeah, let's see if that has anything for us over here. Let's see. Oh, those are
the softest, the softer, the harder. This is the MC moves.
Yeah, the MC moves. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's an interesting thing. I would have to look at and see, like, where, you know, is there anything in there that like has Game Master modifications? I'm sure. You know, these. I mean, to me, still, I mean, I think these moves are kind of like guidelines. Like they're pretty hard and fast, but like that's an unusual situation with a whole crowd. So
because for me, I would say my intuition would be like the game is so in an abstraction, level, an abstract level, that I would say you analyze a crowd or you sway a crowd is the same thing.
Right.
Than one character, and you just have to make the crowd act as one kind of thing. That's my knee-jerk comprehension, but we need to read a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, my knee-jerk impression really was with that crowd, like when I was looking at the things that they would need from you, like body and soul, or they need something from you first. To me, I mean, it seems like you would need to go there every day. Like that's how I would adjudicate that off the top of my head, is like you have to like faithfully, like every single day, show up there, preach the same message,
But that's what I do already.
Right. So I think, I mean, like if I was playing a game which didn't have that in there and you did that and we did some kind of dice roll and said, yeah, you got pretty good. I'd be like, okay, well, yeah, these guys are going to show up, or a percentage of them is,
Of course. And for me, like Camille was there, Philip was there, and the 3 thugs was there. So maybe these are the only one that want to follow me, right? Because it's kind of easier since we already know them. So what you do is that you could have like I could have owe them something. You need to do them a favor. So give me drug.
Right. Yeah. That's why they asked for that. That was part of the obligation was, yeah, we'll go to your party, but you got to keep on hooking us up with this.
Yeah. So now I have an obligation on them, and I have a favor and obligation is not the same. So your own obligation is in question now. No, you're gonna need to give them something now instead of later. Or you need to do them a favor, and then So let's say, for example, we would have do it. I need to give them something now. So maybe the guys are already drug addict, like they already want now.
Right. Yeah.
So now I have to do it now, and then do them a favor. Could have been something like I don't know, something like give me your drug contact or something like that, or something else besides that. I don't know.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I understand that it's not on the fly like that. It was not.
That could be why later on in the fiction, Yorn is so broke and needs to borrow money from Tess because these guys are milking him dry of all of his cred. You know?
Of course.
He's buying his way into having enough neophytes coming to the next party. You know.
Yeah, and I think since I'm preaching, I'm getting 1 cred every session or something like that because I have a job, right? My jam is street preaching, and it says. Something you are good at and do to making a living and earn cred. When you tell the MC that your jam is and tell you how much cred you earn when you get downtown, your jam is used to establish your lifestyle, your income, and now you know certain other character. But I think I have +1. So it's the communion. Yeah, it's from the communion role.
Right.
My +1 cred is from the preaching. Yeah. So yeah, I think we did everything right, man.
I think so.
And actually, what's funny is that I think even if we haven't played in months, we got. I got back into it right away. All I had to do is read a little bit more of the move just to get my memory back. But the flow of things was pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean the role play was good. It's a matter of like, oh shoot, am I doing the right thing here? Is this the right move? Or like that was the only part that was concerning to me.
And which want did you brought in? Because I got a lot. I can't. Was it judgment? Was it preach? Was it penance?
That's something that I probably ignored too much because there were so many other things going on that like it was that, and like the other thing where you're like, what should you renounce? That's something you were like really seeking for that we really couldn't get to.
So that's the thing with the MC. Same thing happened to me when I was MCing. The first 3 sessions, like sometimes you have so many things going on, you're like, I forgot to answer test question. It happened to me at least twice. I think it happened twice. So at one point I said, why? I don't know if you remember, but I said, I'm going to answer now. Like you're asking me the question at the beginning.
Right.
And I was like, let me answer it now. So, but then I realized,
So I wonder in this session, like, what does Yorn think he should renounce? Is there something that he feels like maybe there's something he should be renouncing, based on the events of the session itself?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's a good question. It's really it's kind of paradoxical. I think counterintuitive for me because the question I ask is what or who, if anything, should I renounce?
Right.
Who would have been easier? What? Is complicated because I know it already. It's the anger management. Yorn has anger issue. So that he knows. So he knows that already. He doesn't have to ask. So I said maybe a who's gonna happen. Maybe he's gonna bring, maybe you as the MC, you're gonna bring a family member or an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and say like you need to renounce that guy or that girl or whatever. And then shit, okay, that's new. Or maybe something like you bring my anger management again through Victor or through Camille or whatever, and then so I was not even I forgot about that. So what I need to renounce right now, Yorn did everything he wanted to do. He followed his purpose. Did you notice my dogmatic thing that I did?
Yeah.
Dogmatism. How it.
Oh yeah.
You see, I think you lost the point. Your speech pattern is not good. Your thinking process is not aligned. Wow.
Yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny when he said, "Oh no, you're with Camille."
Camille. Yeah, that was. I mean, it is so dogmatic. It's like it's not even that you're right. You're completely off. Like it's. Right. I interpret is dogmatism like that. Like you did with Victor, actually. Like you did with Victor to Yorn at the beginning. You did the exact same trick.
Yeah, and there's that moment. I found it really interesting. Jorn's confronted by this. Oh, we got a serious echo over here. I don't know if not sure if you can hear it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not sure if you can hear the echo.
No, I don't have any echo. No echo.
Okay. But he's Jorn's confronted with this woman who is clearly, destitute and having real life problems, like, outside of her faith, and he doesn't. I mean, he's completely blind to that, because you just need to believe. This woman's starving, probably die of malnutrition and injury, but he's just so. I mean, that's you got the dogmatism right down. We know exactly who this guy is. He's blind faith.
But not in a. I didn't want it to be the annoying.
Right.
Dude was bringing it in an annoying way, right? So at one point, I don't know if you've noticed, but I realized that every time I was talking to the NPCs, I was always repeating the same thing. So at one point toward the end, I said, and he's going on with his rhetoric.
Right.
Just not to be too heavy with the things, right?
Yeah, because we know what he's about. I tell you one thing. I wanted to probably make a recap later about this, but one thing I noticed is, like, when we were talking about, the question, who do you need to renounce, and then your beliefs. And right now we only have 2 of them on the table, and really we only had one that was seriously on the table, was your calling, because we just introduced. We had 2 on the table, and then we've got your what the hell is it? Your want, like whatever your want should be. I noticed that as the MC, like, you have all these balls you're supposed to juggle, and like, because I'm supposed to, present something to you about all those things.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of things prepared, like, a lot of, like, it wasn't, I just had names down. Like I said, Camille, poor woman. Like, I figured there might be a spot to put her in naturally. Yeah. I had Victor with no name. I already knew what Victor was going to be like, but I figured I'd let you, like, find out, like, what your relationship with him was. A couple of the situation with the thugs beating up the guy. I figured, well, he's peaceful. That's one of the tenets of his faith. He's not supposed to be violent, because you could have gone in there and taken out your little telescoping staff and just started beating the shit out of him, right?
Of course not. Yeah, of course not.
And so there's so many. There's so many parts of that character that you're supposed to be challenging. It's tough to, like, I mean, you start to go down one line of thought, because things organically start to happen with role play, and you forget, like, all these other 5 things I'm supposed to ask you. It's like, geez, it's like juggling a lot of balls.
MCing PBTA, MCing PBTA. I mean, when you do, I was used to Burning Wheels. I was used to belief,
right,
and having, let's say, 3 players, so 9 beliefs. But and also, like, instinct a little bit and threats, but it's their job in Burning Wheel. Here, you have the MC moves,
right?
You have all the specific playbook thing. So the want, he has the want, and the other guy has this question, and the other guy has this question. So imagine you have 4 characters, 4 playbook with different little thing, plus the beliefs, and the MC move. It is a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah, but the MC moves I've wrapped my head around a lot more. Like, I mean, I've read Apocalypse World like 4 more times, and gone, like, because I go back to that for the source in terms of, like, what the agenda is supposed to be, and so it makes a lot more sense to me now. But it's even if it was just the beliefs, even if you just guys had the beliefs, but, like, it would be easier to, like, just focus on these beliefs that he has. But now during the session, I'm also supposed to, like, wonder what his want might be. And then he's got this one question about the session. I'm like, man, that's a lot of things to, like, try to keep.
But you see, at the same time, the want can be plugged in at the same time than a belief. For example, judgment. So it's one of my wants. So judgment is basically that I suffer judgment from other people. So when I was preaching, all you have to do is you bring a guy that spit at me, and throw some judgmental bullshit at me in my belief.
Oh, I had some other things planned, but I didn't want to throw everything at you in one session.
Of course. But it can be as simple as that, right? Penance, it's kind of abstract. So I need to suffer something for myself. So maybe Victor at the beginning would have said, you know what? I'm listening to you, Jorn, and you should fast for a few days.
Right.
Fast for a few days. Something like that. I don't know. But stupor. I wanted to ask you, stupor plus stupor means that, so it comes from this one, your meditation requires a mind-altering substance. Surplus plus stupor. So,
well, stupor's a tag.
stupor is a tag. So,
Right.
how does it work as a surplus?
Yeah, that's something I have to look at. I mean, I'm assuming that at this point, you're just really high. And I have to look to see if that, because sometimes the tags really just kind of, they're like narrative, like
They're
when you
just
look at the tags,
right? Yeah, there's just narrative. So it would, for example, if someone would say, nobody's gonna hug a man with a razor.
right?
Well, I'm on a stupor.
Right.
So give me a break, right? Because some MC or some player would have say, this is bullshit. You should be mad, or whatever. Stuff like that happens sometimes in a role playing game.
Right.
So now I have stupor to back my foolish behavior.
Yeah, we don't know how long. At least I don't know how long. What is it? V20, V22,
V20. Yeah, V20.
V20. I don't know how long V20, but I'm assuming it lasts for a long, long time. So.
I bet. Well, I have in mind. Let's say like LSD, so a psychedelic 12 hours, 12 hours, psychedelic 8 hours, something like that.
Right. But then I'm sure there's these several hours afterwards where you don't feel quite normal. Yeah.
Well, that's why I needed to sleep. That's why I went to sleep. I want to go back home. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I'm really interested to see. We have 9 sessions. We wanted to do the 9 session thing. I start to, because I'm really surprised how fast we got back in.
Right.
Like it's your first MCing session, and it felt just like the last sessions we had, all together as a group. So I'm surprised at how easy it is to get back in, and that's going to be part of the recap I wanted to make, and I want to talk about that, and also for you. I mean, first time you MCing this game after like 2 months of gaming, so it was good.
Right, and yeah, I mean, solo sessions are always a different feel too, like as opposed to dynamics. I'm really interested to see like how you and Anthony go, because this was kind of a relaxed space. This is like, what is Jorn's life like?
I haven't. Yeah, of course it was relaxed, but it was fun. It was super fun, and you were ready to try the duel. You were ready to. We should have. I mean, I cannot go into a duel with this guy because
it didn't seem right. I liked, narratively that looked great. Like when you managed to completely.
Oh yeah. I got lucky though. I had 3 10s today.
Yeah, nice.
These are new dices I bought.
We better keep them. You should keep them.
the orange.
Don't lose those dice.
I bought them. I actually bought them yesterday. They're brand new.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You have to remember to use those exact too.
Oh, I have. They are on the. I'm not putting them back in. But on the other hand, yeah, the Anthony. I haven't played with Anthony. I mean, in 5 years. Last time I played with Anthony was a game of Desolation, like way back.
Okay. Oh, okay. You were in that. Oh, right on.
It's been a long time, so it's gonna be interesting to interact with him in character.
No, I've pretty much got the opening scene, like how it's gonna go down, like in my head, at least the start, before you guys come in and screw it all up. But yeah,
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, because we had a small discussion, or you don't want?
No, we talked about it, like, because you asked, like, I went back and watched the video we did privately, like when we went over the MC book, and you asked, did you want to did I want you to like go a little bit further MCing? I'm like, no, I like that cutoff point right there, because my main goal with that situation, with where Cadmus has
a dope situation, though. It's a dope situation, gun pointing and stuff, and
you got X-22, who looks like the guy from Die Hard, one of the German guys with the long hair, all buff, pointing the gun right at Cadmus. He's got the X right in his chest or wherever. You've got Tess right there next to him. Everybody's getting off the train. Yeah. My main goal is to get Tess off camera. Like, in other words, like, for whatever happens, that she is out of the scene, because we talked about that. You had Jorn in the scenes, like, but he was doing like drive-by. It was drive-by Jorn. Jorn was like, go through, but my goal is to split the party. We have to unify the two of you, because you're in the train someplace too. But I don't want to have that MC character. So, but this is a great cliffhanger, where like it's such an action-packed moment that of course she can get separated.
Of course, and it will bring us back into the motion right away. Cadmus has been showing a lot of violence He blow
Yeah.
a
They killed
guy's
Lewis.
head
Yeah,
off.
Lewis. Yeah.
Yo, in the stair of the bar stairs. I mean, like the police is probably after him. Some people are already seem to be after him. He's getting more violent, and my character is
A
not on that.
pacifist. Yeah, and
He's not on
if you
that.
become violent, you're screwing yourself mechanically. So that'll be great.
It's gonna be really fun for me to play that.
But especially now that I understand more about your character, the fact that he is really kind of an angry guy and he's just trying to be good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what will happen? What will happen when he's hanging around with this guy that's just losing his shit? also, Cadmus is a really controlled character. Like it seems like he spends a lot of his energy keeping himself together the whole time.
Yeah.
And I've got Yorn, who also spends a lot of time keeping himself together. What happens when the two of these guys are together and the shit's hitting the fan?
And actually, I mean, I have a weapon. I have a small little thing, and I have some fate armor, like a fate armor. So I'm not afraid of going into the motion if I have to, but I don't want to do it. My goal is to keep my peaceful stance.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's not gonna be easy sometimes. But the thing is that the challenge is gonna be on you and Anthony as an MC for Yorn, actually, at least, is to bring him in a situation where he can't get it anymore. He can't take it anymore, right?
Right. You know?
And
yeah, all I did today was just push you a little bit, and like, what would you do if a couple guys are beating another guy up?
Yeah.
But it was because it's slice of life. I didn't want to push him real hard. I'm like, okay, what does he do here? But when the game's really on, the gloves come off, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, of course. Now the thing with we just have to figure some time with Anthony, and I think we might gonna have to play at night, either early morning or late at night.
We've done that. Like, I mean,
I did it in the past with him. Yeah,
Francois and I have done the midnight sessions of All for One. You can see us sitting there like, oh, okay. But a lot of times he does the midnight session, so it is what it is. It's when you find good people to play with, you do it when you can.
Yeah, of course, and I'm open for business. Like I said, I mean, I'm on vacation. I've been healing my foot for like the last couple of months. So.
Oh yeah, the Achilles tendon. Oh, that's brutal.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Really. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get some stuff done today. I actually have to prepare for another game.
One question real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Are you posting the recap video? Or you post on YouTube your recaps, right?
Usually, yeah. I mean, I can post a Facebook Live one. It depends on what I end up having to say.
Yeah. Am I gonna post my? Because I think I didn't post mine on YouTube. So am I gonna post mine in the learning game?
Right.
I think it's where I posted them in the past. Anyway, just wanted to know where you post them. You post them on YouTube.
Well, what I've done too, I found like you can actually post a Facebook Live video, and if it comes out well, you can download it, and so I might just do that. And if it's not, if I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, I'll put it on YouTube too. And if I end up saying some things that I don't want public,
post them in the group.
Right, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much again.
That was good. It was good to finally get this thing back on the road. I've been like kind of chomping at the bit for a while, So
yeah. And we'll see each other soon.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Later.
Out. I forgot to end the broadcast. How about that?